Previously on this channel, I spent thousands of dollars on AI-generated ads, and it led me to having the gorilla couch behind me. But today's gonna be a little bit different, because rather than purchasing AI-generated ads that I find online, I'm gonna be purchasing AI-generated products from AI-generated influencers themselves. And some of these influencers and videos have millions of followers and views. It's actually crazy how people are getting tricked by literal fake influencers into purchasing products, and I'm going to be doing that willingly today. So without further ado, we are gonna spend a lot of money, and we are gonna have our brain rot by looking at these AI influencers, but it should be a lot of fun, and maybe there's some crazy things we buy. So without further ado, grab your popcorn and let's do this. So here's an example of a video that has 750,000 views of AI generated influencers, just so you see baseline of what we're working with.
I broke into a zoo to prove one man is enough to fight a gorilla.
Welcome to the Chernobyl challenge. I'm gonna lick this glowing pole. Let's see how many views this gets.
When you think about it, it's actually crazy because we're not completely there yet, but I could see people, especially like 50, 60, 70-year-olds, starting to get really fooled by this. But it's not so bad when it's just them making content, but where it gets bad is when they promote product. So here's a channel I came across that has 100,000 followers and over 1 million likes. Some videos have multiple million views, and it's called Bigfoot Will Do It. It's a TikTok page, but what gets crazy is that it's not just content of the AI-generated Bigfoot, but it actually is selling stuff. So here we go.
What's up, boys? Y'all said I had to try this watermelon caffeine puck. Oh, it's hitting already. I literally can't stop moving. What should I try next?
So you're not able to see it on desktop, but you can see the little watermark here that says eligible for commission, and that's because he's linking something to TikTok Shop and actually making money off of these zins that he's promoting. And even people in the comment section saying he's sponsored now, and people are kind of hyped about it. And presumably from these amounts of views, this influencer, who is just a fake Bigfoot, probably made thousands of dollars. So the product that Bigfoot Will Do It is promoting is Live Well caffeine pouches, so I'm gonna go ahead and purchase them and see if they're any good. And I specifically want the watermelon ones because that is what Bigfoot used. So Bigfoot Will Do It recommended me to purchase the Live Well caffeine pouches in watermelon ice flavor, and I have 5 right here. I don't know why it says this is a set, do not separate. Am I like not allowed to open an individual one? Nonetheless, I'm going to. Now he said he was tweaking, he couldn't stop moving by having these. Notably, these are not nicotine or tobacco based, these are purely caffeine. So it's like just little coffee pouches basically. All right, so I went to look inside and this is what I got, nothing. So did I get scammed? Not sure. Let me try to open this again. All right, they come in these really weird containers. Now, do I just put this in my mouth? So it's like a pouch. Oh, that goes directly to the dome. Wow. So one pouch has 225 milligrams. That is insane. It has 4 stars out of 5 on the caffeine scale right there. Woo! And it is late right now. It is 9 p.m., so I'm probably not gonna get to sleep until like midnight. Oh, I gotta get this out of my mouth. It doesn't even taste that good. It's kind of disgusting. Not a fan of that. Bigfoot Will Do It. Not sure why you tried to sell me that, but I did purchase it, so you did influence me in a sense. But overall, I would not trust your recommendation in the future, because that thing just left a stain on my palate, and now I can no longer get it off of my mouth, and I'm probably gonna have this for the rest of the video, so shame on you. But it doesn't end there, because despite only having 14 videos out, there's not just one, but there's 2 actual sponsored posts on here. So that first sponsored one got 2 million views, but on this page that already has 100,000 followers, there's another multi-100,000 viewed video in which he's promoting this.
What's good, gang? I'm at the ranger station right now. I got in trouble for my last video, but Tim said I should try pre-workout.
This pre got me amped. If y'all want to support me, buy a tub. They got drones after me. Love y'all.
I mean, there's so much to say. I like the fact that he's just so unashamed about the fact that he's getting commission. He's in fact just being honest about it in his content. Is there really ads on this? Haha. AI is getting commission now. We're cooked. And people are having fun with it. They're like, Lamau, like we love that. Now this is something I would be glad to pay commission on. So I actually think people are more positively responsive to now AI influencers promoting product versus actual influencers, which is just a crazy place to be in. But I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this C4. I'm gonna see if it's any good. If it amps me up like it did to Bigfoot. Okay, so I got my hands on Bigfoot Will Do It's C4 original pre-workout right here. It amped him up, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a scoop of this and see if it does a similar effect to me. As you'll recall, he was running away from like drones and police that were going after him. He was definitely energized up, so I'm excited to try this out. Now this thing has 215 milligrams of caffeine, which I believe is equal to like 2 cups of coffee, which is a good amount. I've seen this before, I've never actually tasted it. This is cherry limeade. Now I'm curious if a human can have this because it was marketed to a gorilla, which we know are like 3-4 times our size. So if he was feeling that amped up, I can only imagine how this would feel for a human. Also, who wants to get that amped up? I guess unless you're like working out or something, which maybe I'll use this and then I'll like bang out a set of like 100 push-ups. Ooh, smells pretty good. Give that a sniff. All right, so here we have the water. I'm gonna dump in a healthy amount of this scoop. Instantly turns pink. Now kind of like a blood red. This thing's gonna destroy me. All right, it's all mixed up now. Let's give it a taste. So it actually tastes pretty good. It tastes exactly like cherry Kool-Aid, which is a very nostalgic flavor. So I'm gonna give it like 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna finish this off. And then once I finish this, hopefully I'm amped up, and I'm gonna see if there's any difference if I try to do, say, like 100 push-ups or something. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes and I feel a little bit amped up. I mean, obviously I had 215 milligrams of caffeine, so that'll do that to you, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to bang out as many push-ups as I can. Usually I can get about 50 in a row before tiring out. So I'm gonna see if I can do more, and that will be establishing a baseline to see whether or not this is good for you. So let's try to reach optimal performance right now. All right, so that was 51 push-ups. I feel pretty good. I probably could have gone for like 70, 75 uninterrupted. I'm not trying to like get super tired out though, because I did work out this morning. I like it though. Definitely have some sort of like caffeine jolt to me. And it translates if you want to go to the gym or if you want to get amped up before you go on a run or something. So that's a good recommendation from Bigfoot Will Do It. The next AI generated influencer we're looking at is AI POV123 that has 200,000 followers on TikTok alone. And they actually have one of the most viewed TikTok from an AI generated influencer in which it's promoting product. And that is this one right here with 5.4 million views.
And my wife got the nerve to text me, don't forget to pick up milk. Damn the cow.
But this little bastard right here, this fan hat, this bro right here, he's the reason I haven't filed for divorce.
So if you have a amazing, hard-working father bust like I am here, then these hats are on sale now in the TikTok shop. Get it now.
Eligible for commission, 500,000 likes and 53,000 bookmarks. The fact that this person who created this fake ad is making so much money off the commissions of fan hats just from having an AI generated dad on a construction site, leveraging Father's Day, honestly, props and kudos to them. That is very well done. Everyone's saying I'm cooked when I'm old. I can only tell this is AI by the voice. How did bro add a product? In fact, people are literally saying, bro, you just did an AI commercial and it's not that bad. So people are even coming around to this and enjoying the fact that they are getting pushed a product by an AI generated influencer. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase this fan hat and see if it's any good. See if it keeps me cool during these hot days, just like our guy right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the hat has finally arrived. As you can see, this thing is massive. This is what it looks like on my head. So that guy was not lying. When he's outside in the construction field and it's super sunny outside, this hat may be the only thing that's saving him. Now you'll notice though, there's no fans. So at first I was thinking I was scammed, but then I saw these boxes from China that have little fans in them. In fact, there's 2 of them and they're supposed to fit basically right here. So I'm gonna try to put these in. First of all, I'm not even positive this will work. I'm not too bullish on this. Let's see. Oh, it turned on. Okay, now see if you could just sit in here. Oh, act like you didn't see that. Okay, I got a fan in. The fan is like directly in my left ear, and this thing is very cool. I'm not joking. This is a great invention. It's gonna fall any second. I know it's going to, so I'm bracing for that. Let me see if I can get the other one on. Just cool my right ear now. All right, just like that, I have the cooling fan hat. This is very nice. So let me see if I can do some like yard work. It's got great shade coverage. Not gonna lie, one of the better products that an AI influencer has ever tried to sell to me. Granted, it was $54, so it was kind of expensive, but I do like how it's camouflaged, I like the color scheme, and these fans are a little bit jank, but let me tell you, this thing cools you. Really solid hat. That dad AI person on the construction site was not lying to you. Solid influencer, he gets my recommendation. Another AI influencer that popped up is Whiskeytron, which is this otter that does daily vlogs. Has 25,000 followers, 300,000 likes, and then a couple of videos with 1 million views. So here's one right here with 2.4 million views, and once again, pushing product.
What's good, homies? Father's Day coming up, but I never met my pops. Bro dipped when I was like 2. Anyway, I'm chilling. Might build a raft later or scream into the trees, Cody. Depends how I'm feeling.
He looks chill though.
Yo, what? Who really thought this was funny?
Best dad ever. Loki, this would have been the perfect Father's Day gift if I had one.
So it's sad, you got to look into the otter's life, and of course he's naturally pushing a product. I mean, it's looped in quite well. You'll see eligible for commission, 250,000 likes, 25,000 bookmarks, which if like 1% even transferred to them actually purchasing product, this otter made a lot of money. I myself am going to buy this product. In many cases though, it's not going to be the same exact product as what's on screen because this is of course AI generated, but let's see if this mug is worth it. Okay, Whiskeytron, so that otter, that AI otter influencer shipped me this. Well, I purchased it. He just influenced me to get it. It comes wrapped very nicely. It looks like a present, so he wasn't lying when he said it's a good Father's Day gift. Now let's see what it looks like. Now obviously he's holding an AI mug, so I don't expect it to look like that. However, if it's like 1% close, I'd be happy. Best wishes, that's just one word. Wow, that's very nice of them. All right, moment of truth. Did we get a black best dad ever mug? We did. Would you look at that? Best dad ever. It's kind of like a thermos mug too, because it's got this insulation on top of it. I don't like the feel of it. It's one of those like, you know, like nails on a chalkboard, so I don't love that. But best dad ever. This guy was not lying. Low key, this would have been the perfect Father's Day gift, he said. And I think he's right. I mean, it's really nice. It's just a mug at the end of the day. Like, there's really not much utility to it. So I purchased it, and now I just realized I wasted like $8 on this. Would I trust him in the future again, though? Probably. I think he deserves his influencer card. He's a solid one. Now, the second largest AI influencer out there is Lil Miquela, who has 2.4 million Instagram followers and regularly posts all the time. Like, here's a post with JoJo Siwa, which is kind of crazy. And the first post, paid partnership with NMDP. Okay, so it's only a picture. So I don't think this person could exist in person with JoJo Siwa because they're literally AI. But here's some of her photos. Let's look for some more paid partnership.
Hi, Instagram. Let's take a scroll through my camera roll. Hot or not? Oh my god, those deaths sucked. Not hot. Mess level 100%.
Why is it talking? Like, I know you're an AI-generated influence, but at least talk normally. This feels like somebody who's like 40 years old is prompting. But Liquid IV, something that people use all the time, athletes, you need to get your electrolyte levels up. Like, this is a pretty known staple brand, and they are partnering with an AI influencer, not real. I think what's ironic about Liquid IV doing this is that Liquid IV is solely for humans. Like, there's no use case for Liquid IV for anything but humans, just because of the balance of our electrolytes and such. So I'll try it because it was promoted to me, but I think that's crazy. Oh, another Liquid IV one. Wow, so there's like a couple of Liquid IV videos. Another one. Liquid IV is partnering heavy with an AI influencer. Who would have thought? I pass Liquid IV all the time in stores, and I didn't know that I was getting subconsciously marketed by an AI influencer. All right, so here we have the Lil Miquela recommended Liquid IV pack. So she told me to order it because she's a very real influencer, and I got it here. I have 4 different flavors: strawberry, lemon, lime, passion fruit, and tropical punch. It says faster hydration than water alone, and we'll see if that's true. Because right now I am pretty dehydrated, not gonna lie. And I did a little bit of a urine analysis, and I had somewhat yellow urine, which means if I hydrate quicker, in theory, my urine should be white or clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the tropical punch, which has cherry, pineapple, and orange. Not sure why. 2 of those 3 fruits I don't really love. Now, Miquela notes that she stays hydrated using this despite spiraling out in other areas. Once again, I have no idea how that's possible considering she's fake. But how about for a normal human? Now, am I supposed to dump this entire thing in here? Miquela didn't give me great instructions, so I'm just gonna do that. Isn't electrolytes just salt pretty much? Isn't that what I'm doing? Shouldn't this just taste like flavored salt water? I've never thought that I had to have a lot of electrolytes just because I have sodium in my diet, and I feel like I'm pretty like well electrolyted. So it makes it look just a bit cloudy. I'm gonna see if there's a noticeable taste difference. Okay, there is, and it does feel like salty. That's kind of the way I describe it. Granted, this is not a 16-ounce glass of water like it should be mixed in. All right, I mean, I don't think it's for the taste, because if it is, then this isn't awesome, but it does help you with balancing your electrolytes, which I guess is a good thing to do for your body, right? Especially if you're dehydrated, if it's hot outside, if you had a little bit of alcohol and you want to make sure you get back to homeostasis, this is for you. Not for Miquela, though. Again, I'm not sure why she is the target influencer for that campaign. In any case, though, I'll let you know if my pee is clear or not, and we can see whether or not this worked. Good news. I just used the bathroom and I can confirm it is definitely shades clearer than what it was previously a couple of hours ago. And the only main difference is that I finished off the Liquid IV. And that one's pretty scientific because I quite literally didn't ingest anything else besides that. So that was the difference maker in whether my pee was transparent or not. So Liquid IV, thank you, Miquela. Pretty good product. Another popular AI generated influencer is AI Kalai. I mean, like, look at some of this. This looks pretty legit. This video got 30,000 likes. Why does this AI look so real? AI content creator now, bro. We're cooked. I feel like she looks different in every video. But look, even like the POV just looks like vlogging. There's that McDonald's drive-thru, even though it says DC Dolds. Like, if you look closely, like, what is it, Golfar Aaronhoon? But I did come across a sponsored video, which looks real.
Y'all, Beyonce came through. Is she sacred?
Okay, and that is for, of course, Secred. And Secred is a, I guess, hair care company created by Beyonce. So I'm going to be purchasing a product to see whether or not it's any good. And I just can't get over how insane this looks. Like, it looks very solid overall. I can see people genuinely getting fooled by this. So I went to my local Ulta to pick up Secred, which is the Beyonce hairspray or the hair lotion that Kalai was ultimately promoting in her TikTok. Now, she does have good hair, and it could be the result of the fact that she's fake, but there must be something to this. It's a very cool packaging. This thing was like $40, and it is said to be a moisture sealing lotion. Seals in moisture, leaving hair smooth and shiny. And Beyonce uses this, and so does Kalai, so this should be good. Looks like a tissue holder, just kind of comes out, but you're obviously unable to grip it because it's lotion. So I'm gonna put this on my hair, gonna run it through, set some moisture in, and see if it's any good. Now, my hair isn't like moistured usually. I don't really do this much. Never hurts to lock in moisture, right? All right, there we go, there we go. All right, so my hair is all moist moist now. It's got lotion running through it. So if this moisture holds for about an hour or two, I'm gonna be ultimately happy with it. Otherwise, and if it just completely dries out amongst my hair, I'm gonna give it a bad review. So we're gonna give it about an hour and then I'll let you know. All right, y'all, it's been, I don't even know, maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, and the hair looks like it retained a good amount of that lotion in it. It's actually quite moist right now, so I think it did actually retain it, which I'm gonna go ahead and say that this product actually works. So Collide plus Beyonce must know what they're doing. Pretty good AI influencer product. Honestly thought this one was gonna be terrible. All right, so another AI influencer I found is this guy right here. He's on an account called Viva Mex AI. His name is Poncho, I believe, and there's 30,000 followers with almost 500,000 likes. And one of the videos, the most popular videos I should say, is this one.
You're spending $20, $40, even $10,000, $15,000 on some jewelry, you're a moron. The husband will know, no difference.
Honestly, pretty good advice. If you're spending that much money on jewelry, kind of dumb, right? You can get probably something for much cheaper. It's still gonna be decent quality. 200,000 likes, 15,000 bookmarks, and this is eligible for commission. So clearly Poncho's promoting some sort of product. The one he linked is only $13, so I'm gonna go ahead and purchase it and see whether or not it's of decent quality. I trust Poncho. All right, Viva Mex AI. Oh, wow, this Cuban rotating gold link is right here. What is that? Is that, okay. I thought that was like the peso symbol, but that is the dollar symbol. Whoa, this is sick. Throw this on. Oh, that's heavy. Wow, that's heavy, but does it rotate? It does. That's sick. Pretty cheap. It was like $16, I think. It's bedazzled and everything. Does anybody actually care if you wear fake jewelry? Like I have a sick necklace on. Who's gonna call me out for it being fake? Who's keeping tabs of that, you know? I think Tito was correct. He was telling us that like, look, nobody really cares. He was getting at something a lot deeper than I think most people took it as. What he's trying to say is that do what you want, don't care about what other people think, because at the end of the day, you look good. I could have spent $1,600 on this and got a real one, but if it ends up looking the same to the human eye, doesn't matter. Save your money. This is gonna be my new chain going forward. So here we have an AI influencer named Aaliyah.ai8. She's got about 5,000 followers, but a lot of her videos have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views, including this one right here that has 500,000 views. It looks like a get ready with me video. Why is she so oiled up? Okay, so cold water.
Then I go in with my toner, this Fenty Fat Water right here.
Okay, so if you'll notice, it's been 2 instances of Fenty, which is Rihanna's skincare. So I'm gonna go ahead and purchase a Fenty thing because as of right now, it looks like that is the go-to for Aaliyah. All right, Aaliyah, so I went ahead and purchased your recommended Fenty Skin, which is Rihanna's makeup brand. Right here, I have a Total Cleaner Remove It All Cleanser, and it says new. So I purchased a brand new Fenty Skin skincare product. Let's just put it on and just see if it cleanses me. All right, can I be real? This smells amazing. I almost want to eat it. It's kind of like those Tide Pods, how they look like fruit gushers, and you shouldn't eat it, but you know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm just gonna rub this on my face. Hopefully it's not like an incident. Oh, this is not good. All right, let me go wash this off because I put way too much on, but it's very refreshing. It smells great. And if my skin glows after I wash it off, then we know that Aaliyah is promoting a very legit product. It's nice when you attach yourself to actual products like Fenty Skin. We like to see that. So Aaliyah, so far so good, but let me try to rinse this off. Whew, okay, I feel clean. I feel beautiful. I like that product. It gets an approval from me. But it doesn't end here because Aaliyah, who looks completely different in this video, also promotes another product that is eligible for commission.
TikTok Shop said this wig was gonna change my whole personality, and whew, girl, I need it. Bumps still there, but mind y'all business.
All right, well, I am not gonna mind my business because I'm gonna be purchasing it myself and airing it out to see whether or not this is a legitimate wig that does change my entire life. And since we have it linked because it's on TikTok Shop, should be getting it in a few days. All right, so Aaliyah put this on and said it gave her confidence. I have the same wig right here. I've worn wigs before for a couple of videos, so this is nothing new to me. I do love me a good wig, so I'll put this on. I'll see if I feel more confident with this bad boy going. Haven't had hair like this ever, honestly, so I think I'm gonna like this. It's definitely not as big as expected, because if you look at hers in the video, again, granted it's AI, so it's not 1-for-1, but it looks pretty long. It's going down to her shoulders. I don't even think this would fit me like to my neck. I could be wrong, let's check. Maybe I'm not wearing it the right way, but how does this look on me? It's crazy there's people out there that actually have this hair. Some people just have this gorgeous set of George Washington hair. I mean, I definitely feel great with it. Like, she's not lying, I'm glad. It would be a little bit weird if I wore this in public, but then you ask why, you know? I'm just doing my thing, right? It's like clothes. You wear your own clothes, nobody judges you for it, you go around. But if I had this on, people would be like, yo, what is that dude wearing? Why does he have on a literal wig? But I think it's a good look, and nobody can make me think differently. All right, that was getting a little bit itchy though, so that was not long-lived. However, I do like the wig. Any wig is good. I'm a big wig guy. I think wigs are solid, so thank you to Aaliyah for giving me that recommendation. So far, so good. Okay, so here's one of the more popular TikTok AI influencers named Brexley AI, an AI-generated girly. Her page honestly looks the most convincing, so I don't know, here's like a random video.
Hey guys, I'm Brexley, an AI girly, completely be fabricated, made up.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously the voice, the face, some things are off. I don't know if it's like the background is real or something, but again, AI generated person, and this is what they're promoting. Top 5 beauty products AI generated.
Number 5 is Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. So people are loving this online because it has no fragrance, no alcohol, and no other irritants.
Okay, I've heard enough. Paula's Choice is an exfoliator, and I'm going to purchase it because Brexley AI told me so. And of course I trust her. So Brexley AI's choice is Paula's Choice, and this is the #1 skincare recommendation that she had, and it is an exfoliant. So 2% BHA that you're supposed to, I think, put on your skin. It's salicylic acid, which you notably use to dry out your skin in case you have acne or pimples or some sort of stuff like that. So let's crack this open and exfoliate. Now I'm not gonna know immediately whether or not this works, but I do just wanna see the texture of it because sometimes exfoliants can be a little bit abrasive on the skin, for instance. So apply all over face and neck with a cotton pad or your fingers. Do not rinse. Let's see what we're working with here. Oh, I thought it was gonna have some of those exfoliant beads, but it's just straight up a liquid. Putting it on my face. It smells like nail polish remover, which isn't like the most pleasant smell. Is that applied to your neck as well? All right, it is all over me now. So Paula's Choice, it's kind of sticky. I feel like an exfoliant shouldn't be this sticky. I'll give this some time to marinate, but Brexley says it's good and she has perfect skin because she's AI. So honestly, a pretty good spokesperson for Paula's Choice. I see why she ultimately did it. The next AI influencer who's trying to sell me something is Longbow Short Blank, who has Imaho Vlogs with 20,000 followers and 200,000 likes. It looks like this person has created a good amount of vlogs at this point. I don't know, I'm gonna click on a random one. I think most of them are like commission based.
I'm Longbow Short, and this is a short Bic.
Okay, there he is.
Are going to the spirit world today.
So a Bic lighter is what this creator's earning commission off of, so I guess that is what he's promoting. And the way he's showing it is he's just like giving the animals cigarettes and then lighting it up with Bic.
Oh, I forgot that my link for the TikTok shop is below for Bic. Give cigarettes to the animals, yeah, I know.
Thanks so much, Longbow, for providing that. And even though I think this one is poorer quality than a lot of the other ones we looked at, people are still saying AI will be the death of social media because it's clear that a lot of people are watching this and probably buying the thing that it's promoting. 30,000 likes, 3,500 bookmarks, wild. But I will be purchasing a Bic lighter. All right, I mean, so I found a Bic lighter laying around. It's one of these longer ones with the wicks and you could light a candle, but I mean, I like Bic, I use Bic, so there's really not much to test out here. It's a pretty simple product. So we're gonna see if Longbow Short Blank is a good product recommender. Wow, look at that. Great product. Products like this are so easy to market. I mean, somebody will always need a lighter to light a candle or a cigarette, whatever it may be, and who else but Bic? Not a promotion, but I mean, it works, it's good, I use it naturally, so it's solid. I mean, what else you want me to say? So at least Longbow is pushing a product that most people can get behind, a lighter. All right, guys, well, that was a lot of fun going through these different AI-generated influencers and seeing what they're selling. Honestly, some good, some bad, as expected, but super fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.